This is called the front page. As an independent editor of an independent newspaper, we are in charge of printing the daily front pages. You decide the story you want to publish. You see the world change depending on your choices and your actions. What kind of editor will you become? Well, we're going to become the kind that wins the game. Probably put the world in chaos. That's what we're looking for. So let's get in and let's start it. Options? I like options. English, ambient. I'm going to actually turn that down a bit. Perfect. Full screen. Yes, please. Paperback. Ghoul. Ooh. Ooh. Retro. Terminal. Calculator. Wasp. Insomnia. Front page. Well, I like, give me that terminal. Yeah, that's good on my eyes. Let's start a new game. Enter your newspaper name, Nomadic Bule Tribune. Oh, we can't do that. We're going to do the Bule Tribunal. This is a work of fiction. Names of characters, businesses, and places, events, and incidents are either the product of the author's imagination or used in a fictitious manner. Any resemblance to an actual person, living or dead, or actual events is purely coincidental. So they say. No, but it probably is legitimately. Monday, December 6th. It's almost Christmas. Valentina. Good morning. Glad to see you back. I didn't expect you so early. Everything should be ready. You'll receive your computer by tomorrow. If you need a refresher on how things work, you can find the manual on your desk. But don't worry, nothing changed. Once again, really happy to see you back. Glad somebody's happy to see us. Let's take a look at the manual. Let's look at the workshop. The workstation is used to prepare the front page, and that will be published the next day. A newspaper can only be printed if it contains at least one article. To do this, the editor chooses place in the article on the front page grid. The editor arranges the articles as they see fit. Please note that not all articles can be printed. They should be selected with care. To select an article, click, move, and then click again, drag and drop. I mean, that seemed pretty easy. Marks. Once an article source has been logged into a fact-checking department, put a mark on the article. There are different types of marks depending on the veracity of the source. Those are the different ones. So advertisement is like the little coin, I guess, with a strike through it. A check mark, the article source has been verified. An X, the article source could not be verified. And a question mark, the article needs to be verified. Print. Once the articles are correctly arranged, the newspaper isn't sent to print. To do this, the editor uses the print stamp on the left side of this workstation to validate the front page. Note the stamp is available if the newspaper contains at least one article. Click on the tomorrow to expand the stamp. Once the stamp is correctly positioned, click on it to validate, and so on. Well, let's see what kind of mishaps we can make in the media today. An excerpt, Laura, their muffins are amazing. Place an article on the grid. Charlie Fox interview. A retrospective on Charlie Fox and her latest controversial movie, Tomorrow. Canada City, UK City, West America, accident cities where the cost of living is soaring. Oh, January elections? That should probably go up front, huh? And then the exclusive.
Too, but I don't fit in this E.
So there's an investigation going on there. So we have the January election next to the voting. We're gonna have to get rid of something there, aren't we? Bule Tribune. I love that. Okay, first one's out. Everything is ready for tomorrow's front page? It is. Don't you worry. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Don't forget, you're not getting paid, but we still need you here, okay? Good morning, Valentina. You're back. The IT department finished installing your computer, sir. You should have access to all the applications except for the wiki. A special authorization is now required to use the wiki. Do they think we are not special? What's up, Johnny? How you doing? Yeah, this became mandatory in the new digital and data laws. I already requested access for you, so the app would be unlocked later this week. Guessing that means it's waiting for the full game. That's all for me today. So no wiki for us, huh? Yeah, no wiki. Emails? The manager. Good morning! We would like to remind you employees of the Bule Tribune is a free independent newspaper. We strongly condemn any form of coercion or bribery. That being said, we highly encourage publishing advertisements in order to support newspaper funds. Thank you. So they're basically saying they want us to do that. Long time no see. Hope you're feeling better after your break. To celebrate, Laura is paying for drinks tonight. Very good. Good on Laura. There's a game inside the game. Laura has the highest ranking? There is no way Laura has the highest ranking in Cookie Clicker. I will be the one with the most calories. Look, Laura's trying to beat us right now. Laura! Call me your clicker. We're above her. We're above her in every way. Every way we are above her. How is she playing right now? She's not even at work. I'm gonna call it there. I beat her. I win. I don't care. Let's look at this. Archives. Isn't that a beautiful paper, chat? We did that, you know. Back to work or a party. Call mom. Okay, everything looking good. I don't know why we need that. What's this? Spinning a pin. What was that? Sorry, haven't been to your streams. Haven't been good. Dog passed away. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. That is such a hard part of life. Hard part of life. I hate when animals pass away. Sometimes it's worse than actual people. Seeing animals die is sometimes harder than people. Passed away due to old age. Had him since 2022. I feel like that's fine. He passed away of old age. Oh, so you got him when he was old too? That is the best way to go. That is the best way to go. We've had a few cats that we got as seniors and then died peacefully in our care. The old ones are always so nice because they're just chill and they're calm. And they love life. You know what I mean? There's something special about the old animals, even if you don't get them young. Okay, so we need advertisements, they said. Ooh. Liberty Party exclusive interview. New stadium. Attack in the middle of a speech. Is there a way? No, there's no other way to make that how it is there? Well, you know what? We're going to sell the baking products, double that. And we're going to call it good. Print it. It's only $3.50. And that's all. That's pretty expensive for a newspaper, though. I wouldn't pay that much for a newspaper. Especially when you can get so many of them for cheap. Or free, even. Laura sent me 1 million emails already. Do we not read the... I heard from Valentina that you're back in the game. My fault for missing coffee breaks lately. Let's go for drinks tonight. And Greg will pay. So... He probably doesn't. From muffins are amazing. See you tomorrow. I mean, I think this is all our job. It's a pretty easy job. Unless I'm missing something terrible. Good morning. I have great news. Nat called me yesterday evening, just after you left. Being a reporter doesn't leave you a lot of free time, I guess. Anyways, I told Nat that you were back in the office now. Check your inbox today. Probably received an email. You two always did a great job together. So let's see what Nat has to say, huh? Office manager. It is with heavy heart that I announce today is the last day of working with our dear Ronald. Ronald was our press-related relation director for more than 10 years, and it's with great emotion that we thank him for his years of work and dedication. Join us tonight at la 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 la. Yesterday night was awesome. Missed your jokes so much. Hope you're not upset about what Greg said. He can be a real jerk. So we're having problems with Greg. Prism is one of our main investors, and they're funding a large portion of production. They asked us to promote their latest product, so be sure you include the Prism advertisement. Absolutely. Heard you're back in the madhouse. This is from Nat. This is amazing news. It wasn't the same without you. Currently conducting an investigation on Asian border checkpoints. The situation over there is tragic. I'll let you know what I find. Long time no see. Hope you're feeling better after the little break. Oh, we had that. Okay. Laura's beating us in the game now. Come on, Laura. Can't you see I'm better? We can't let her do that. We got to get up at least to 500. 500. You know, the only one here doing serious work is Valentina. Look at that. She's got no points. Okay, we're at 500. I wish I told you how good or bad your score was on the computer. Okay, we got weather. The Prism is a requirement. Ooh. Okay, this is intense. I think that's the best we can do. Wait, which one of these is better? Shots were fired by soldiers. An attempt to disperse aggressive demonstrator after stone throwing. Ooh. Shots were fired after a scuffle between refugees. A camp border guards, while 2 critically wounded were evacuated by the armed forces with the most direction. I told her 10 people were injured. Calm was restored in the early evening with no further injuries. Well, she was saying to do that, right? Let's go back. Hold up. Close it. Thank you. If we go to Nat, we're gone. I'm currently conducting investigation. Situation over there's tragic. I'll let you know what I find. So, okay. So she says it's tragic. 2 were critically wounded. Okay, we'll go with that one then. We'll go with that one. We'll follow Nat's lead. There's really nothing else for us to do here. Oh, look at that. Financial report. Can I see the finances? No. That's our previous paper. Laura, hey there. How you guys doing? Ronald's farewell party will start soon. Are you two coming? It's a bit weird to say goodbye to someone you never really worked with, but let's use the opportunity to drink on the company's dime. See you there. I guess let's go do it. Let's go and do it. Good morning. Lawyer was really upset this morning. Apparently, Greg once again vanished to join one of the UCO seminars he often is invited to. We just made a report on that. He was supposed to review and try today's article to avoid fake news. You'll have to be extra careful today and double check all the information in the articles. Good news, the IT department gave you access. It's an application on your computer. You can use it to search about anything. If you're not sure about how to use the wiki, you can consult the manual on your desk. Good luck. We're going to do that. Every piece of information is displayed in the wiki. Okay, so I'm guessing we just search it, right? Let's see what we can do. Hi, I woke up quite early this morning to attend to to the premiere tomorrow, the Audacing. Give me the controversy sure you've already heard about. Fortunately, Charlie Fox's film premiere couldn't happen. Oh, it couldn't happen because we didn't put it in there, huh? Some extremists were already there and they completely ruined the event. To avoid further tensions, the premiere was quickly canceled. My opinion is that the Occident isn't ready for reunification with Asia, regardless of what the government says. Take care. Good morning, everyone. I'm happy to announce that we received some mugs from our generous partner at Prism. You can come and pick them up at the office. Wonderful. Hi there. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but since Greg vanished, we didn't have time to fact check the articles. Be extra careful. Uh-huh. Okay, I think that's all the news. So we'll probably need that. How do we use the wiki? The wiki is a computer application that lets you search for certain keywords. Type in the search, press the button, an image corresponding to the search will display here, the result of your search. Access to the Ripley wiki is now restricted to staff with the necessary authorizations. Request for must be approved. We got that. Any staff who jeopardizes the information on the wiki will be severely punished. Blah, blah, blah. In this way, the management ensures that everyone's security is preserved and what restrictions on digital data are respected. So I guess we'll have to not lie on purpose. What was the thing we had to search up? Well, I mean, that is true. UCO, 25th birthday. Let's look it up. Is it because of the periods? Okay, you. President Peter Williams. Oh, so this is really like a wiki then. My goodness. So Prism is part of that? The party will celebrate their 20th anniversary next year. So that's fake news. Okay. We gotta check all of this stuff? Oh my gosh. And the wake up protest premiere, Charlie Fox's new movie, has been canceled. I think we know that's for sure, right? Demolition of courthouse statue. Let's see about that. Courthouse statue. Demolition of courthouse statue. Nothing found. So it's probably not true, huh? Bro, why do we have so many of these all of a sudden? Sub-Atlantic Tunnel. Okay. Tunnel? They gotta do better. OSA. Let's see about that. What does anything about OSA say? The OSA entity in charge of the space program, Occident, the organization started with the incentive to create the Nock Lunar Station. However, a global outage forced the station inhabitants to confine themselves in the emergency sector. Over the past 5 years, the stations are living in emergency food and oxygen supply. And they plan to rescue 200. Okay. Well, I think that is, yeah, that is true. A Liberty Party. Renee? Let's look at that. Or no, actually, let's do this first and see if we can get anybody name. Liberty Party? No. Renee? I don't think I spelled that right, though. Did I? Lar Ochi. Lar Ochi. I'll try. Maxime Larochi. So that's false. They got the name wrong. Sub-Atlantic. I think we spelled that wrong, too. There's nothing we can find there. I think that's all we can do, actually. I think it is. I think that's the only thing we can manage. I hope the day went well. It did not go well. Someone should be fact-checking. This is December 10th now. When did the duck come in? One final effort before the weekend. Do you have any plans? On my side, I should probably start Christmas shopping. Anyway, good luck for today. Got more emails, y'all. Nat, hey, I went to the border outpost O3A to conclude my investigation of the station. To be honest, it's terrifying. The living conditions of these people were awful. Entire families sleeping in tents in the cold and with no water supply. They're endlessly waiting on the Occident to grant resident permits. I sent you an article about it. There's a lot of testimonies. You absolutely must add this article to the front page. People need to know. Okay. I saw yesterday's front page. You and Laura did a great job without me. Thanks a lot. I knew you could count on you. I owe you one. Greg, get back and do your job. That was the worst job I've ever had experience. I hate proofreading. By the way, that seminar was amazing. These guys are crazy. You should have seen the size of the pool. Oopsies. Please don't show this email to HR. See you later, Greg. Greg, I'm going to do horrible things to you. Let's start this paper. Diddy missing? Well, we definitely need that on there. Okay, that's about the border checkpoints. Editor-in-Chief's desk, how can I help you? Oh, the manager wants to speak to him? Sure, I understand. I'll put you in touch. Hold on. This is not good. Good morning. We received an emergency request from the UCO's press relations. The person in charge asked us to dedicate the front page to a special article. This is an exclusive interview with Peter Williams, the president of UCO. You should have received the article by now. Be sure to print a front page. That's it. So is this like we're having to choose now? Bro, that takes up the whole thing. How to become the most powerful man on the planet? But bro, I mean, he's the manager, right? So if we don't do that, we're going to get in trouble. We got to choose between Nat and him. Hold on. Let's check the difference. What's really going on at the checkpoints? We can't enter the Occident. We do not have necessary papers, and Asia rejects us ever since we requested those papers. Politicians turn a blind eye to what's going on here. How to become the most powerful man on the planet. Retrospective on an incredible career. From something's child to a politician, Peter Williams risen through the ranks. Well, I hope Nat understands. That's sad. I hope he's paying us a lot for that. Hey, you printed the front page with the article on it, did you? I understand that you did what the manager asked. It's just, be careful, okay? Most people want to shut you up or tell you what you're supposed to do. As an editor of an independent newspaper, it's critical you maintain your free will. Anyways, I wish you a good night. See you next week. That is kind of sketchy. Thank you for playing the front page demo. I'll be honest. I'm going to be brutally honest with this one. That was incredible. Truly incredible. Who are the developers of this? I need to know right now who they are. Songbird Games, and they're their own publisher too. This game is going to be cinema. If you're into like the choice making stuff. Its release date, it only says 2026. It doesn't have a release date. I believe the demo only came out just days ago. That was great, though. It says the developers will describe this content like this, and then quotations. Front page reflects mature themes related to violence, immigration, politics. That may not be appropriate for all ages, but overall, that was incredible. That is a really fun play style. That is a game that's going on my wish list personally. And I'm not sponsored. The devs didn't even send me this game. I found this one. But that was good. Front page, everybody. Front page. I'm going to wish list it. With that said, we're going to call it here for tonight. We've gone through all our demos. I appreciate everyone who came in for the ride. If you liked it, give it a like. If you dislike it, dislike it. And if you loved it, subscribe. We go live every single day, 7 p.m. Jakarta time, except for Tuesdays and Thursdays. And this is your #1 spot to find brand new games before they release.
Disconnected.